Hey, hello. I just wanted to let you know I'm celebrating. Today is October 26th, and I have been exactly 25 years in Japan. It was October 26th, 1996, when I first set foot in this country. Not having a clue what I was doing, what people were saying, or anything. I knew about four words from watching Shogun. Well, actually, one of them was Sayonara, which is, yeah, everybody knew. But also from watching Shogun way back, the TV series, I knew Konnichiwa, which is hello, arigato, thank you, and wakarimasen, which means I don't know. And that one came in really, really handy because I used that every day. Now I don't even use that anymore because that's more the formal way of speaking. I picked up a very local Osaka dialect in my speaking. So what brought me here in the first place? Well, it was construction. In 1996, there had been a big earthquake here in 1995, the Kobe quake, or we call it the Hanshin quake. Hanshin Awaji, which Awaji is the island that's just off of us. That's where it kind of centered out of, over in between those two. And the person who asked me to come over here found that 2x4 houses were about the only thing that were left standing in the one area of Kobe, where a lot of other houses went down. See, the way they build houses here in the old days, post and beam, but there wasn't much diagonal structure, so that they easily just went down like a house of cards, and that's what happened, especially with the heavy kawara or tile roofs that we have here. It would just flatten houses. So they found 2x4. Well, 2x4 is like a torsion box, so by the time we put a plywood on it, so it's really strong. And so that's what they wanted. They wanted people to come over here. So in 1996, now I'd been doing construction for a long time, renovations back when I was in college and stuff. That's basically how I got through college, doing renovations, lots of renovation work, things like that. I was building a house with a fellow in Canada at the time. And then in the summer of 1996, I had a chance to go to Germany. And I was really into it. I was ready for a change. I wanted to go somewhere different. I've been in Canada for a long time. Nothing wrong with Canada, but it was just time to do something different. And so then this opportunity came up, and I applied for it. And the problem was that it was taking a long time for the visas to go through. They needed to have visas and all that, and it was taking forever. And then finally, I got this call from another fellow who said, "Hey, I hear you're willing to go work in another country. How about Japan?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I mean, I never even thought about it. Japan wasn't even on the radar for me. And he said a place called Osaka, and I'm like, "Where's that?" I mean, I never even heard of Osaka. I should have remembered it. It features in Black Rain, the movie, but I didn't really remember that. And so then he says, "Oh, it's near Kobe." Oh, Kobe, I knew that because of the earthquake. So 2 weeks later, I was here with no language, no nothing. This guy named Rintaro picked us up. I worked for Rintaro Log Homes at the time. He picked us up, took us out to a steakhouse for dinner, dropped us off in an apartment in Shin, Osaka, which is part of Osaka, and said, "My man will be there to pick you up in the morning." We didn't have a clue. We didn't even know where the bathroom was. We're looking around, we couldn't find the bathroom at first. There was because, bathrooms are separate, which is great. I mean, I should have known that. It's like in Europe, we had the same thing, but I just I couldn't find it at first. And I finally found, it was a different doorway. Okay, great. Things like that. We didn't know where to sleep because in Japan, we sleep on futons and on the floor, on a tatami mats. But we didn't know this. And I remember opening up a closet, which we call oshiere, because it's deeper than a regular closet, like really deep, like 910 centimeters in, or 910 millimeters in. And it had the futons in there. I was like, right away my thinking was, do we sleep inside these things? Like, they were big enough that for most people, I'm too tall for that. I was like, well, maybe Japanese will fit in here because they're all shorter, right? But I'm like, I'm not sleeping inside a closet. I pull it out onto the floor on the tatami mats. And it wasn't until the next night we watched a TV show and we saw, yes, this is what we're supposed to do. So we were absolutely lost. Didn't have a clue what was going on. And that's just went from there. I started doing construction. Really liked the place. Even though I couldn't understand what was going on, I really liked Osaka. And I came back again and did another tour. We call it we had these 90-day tours because we could only stay for 90 days on tourist visa. We weren't really supposed to be working. And then you had to go out and come back in again. I did that for 2 years until I finally got myself a real visa. Finally, they said, hey, you need a real visa. You can't just keep coming in and out here. And before you know it, 25 years went by. I met Reiko 5 years after I'd been here. So we've been together for 20 years come December. And, married, I think 17 years. Yeah. 17 years. Yeah, 2004 we got married, and great, I'm a math teacher. So yeah, I did construction here for many years, and I started teaching and things like that, and now I'm doing my own business. So Japan's been really good to me, and yeah, 25 years. Well, what will the next 25 years bring? Because I'm a lifer. I can't go anywhere else. Once you've lived this long in Japan, you become so spoiled that when you go anywhere else, you get annoyed with the bad service. You get annoyed with the poor quality of food and everything else, because we are really spoiled here, I must say. So yeah, I'll be here for life. See you in another 25 years.